So negative, bro.
Silent Mike, what are you gonna do today?
So negative.
I'm gonna pull 225. And
no, what are you really gonna do?
Hopefully my good looks and charm really wow the crowd.
What are you competing in and what are you gonna do today?
We're at Captain Kilo's Invitational. I wasn't invited, but I showed up anyways. And it's a deadlift only competition. And I'm gonna try to deadlift anywhere between 640 and 660.
I thought you only could come if you're Asian.
So we're at an Asian rec center.
Yeah. I don't even know what that is, by the way.
I don't either. I know they have like Asian basketball leagues here, and it's like under 6 foot, and you have to be like
For real, you have to be under 6 foot?
Swear, you have to be under 6 foot.
Oh
and
my God.
I think I tried to get on a team, and I think you have to be like at least an 8th Asian, so I didn't make it. Because the under 6 foot would have been so fun. I would have been so good.
Yeah.
So I brought Barbell Brigade here, so it gives me the Asian street cred.
Oh, okay. So that's your way in?
That's my way in.
All right. Good luck today.
Thanks, buddy.
What up, guys? I'm behind the warm-up area for the deadlifts, for the deadlift event, and I have to say, Charlie and the rest of the Caffeine and Kilos team, you guys did a great job putting on this event. I haven't even fully checked it out yet, but what I really like about this event is that they've combined all kinds of functional strength type of sports like CrossFit, weightlifting, powerlifting, and put it together all in one place. Because a lot of times what I see online on YouTube and Instagram and stuff is there seems like there's like this divide, you know, like powerlifters will talk shit about weightlifters, and then weightlifters talk shit about CrossFitters, or CrossFitters talk shit about whatever. But when you get to the top, everyone's friends. Like the top powerlifters and the top weightlifters and the top CrossFitters, everyone in the fitness industry, everyone's trying to become friends because there's so much that everyone can learn from each other. Like even recently, a lot of American weightlifters are learning tips from bodybuilders to bring up their hypertrophy, bring up lacking muscle groups, and that's something that a lot of like Chinese and Russian weightlifting has been doing for a long time. So instead of like separating ourselves, I think there's so much more benefit to combining and picking each other's brains, and that's kind of like the model that we've been trying to culminate at Barbell Brigade, where we have strongman, weightlifting, powerlifting, and bodybuilding, and I think that's how it should be. I don't even know why online people are segregating everything. It's like all of us are in the pursuit of strength. Everyone's trying to get better, everyone's trying to get stronger, everyone's trying to get fit, but they're just trying to do it in different ways. So why get mad at each other when they're doing a different way? Let's learn from each other. Like when I did the weightlifting meet, it was so fun. I've never moved my hips that fast before, and because of that, it's helped me realize that when I'm deadlifting, I should incorporate fast hips and activating my glutes just as much. So there's so many things that can be learned, like from a big scale and a little scale, and to see an event like this put all of this together, where you're a competitor for one event, but you get to see the competitors with other events, and there's some top level people. I think the weightlifting portion here, everyone is invite only, so some of the top weightlifters in this country are gonna be here, and they get to see some powerlifters that sign up, and they get to see the CrossFitters outside. So this is gonna be a really, really cool event, and hopefully I get to meet some really cool people. I've met a lot of fans already, and that was awesome because it's because of this year, it's been really hard for me, Joe, Gio, to kind of get out of state and do shows and meet you guys, but to be able to at least come here and meet a lot of people from NorCal, which I don't really go too much, that was really awesome to meet all of you guys. So and I saw a lot of people wearing barbell stuff competing, so that's just really motivating to see that they're inspired by Barbell Brigade to want to come out here and compete and do some awesome things. So I'm just glad that I'm able to not just meet you guys, but also support you guys as well. Hey Mike.
What's up, Bart?
So you're doing a deadlift competition today.
Yeah.
What's your best all-time pull?
Best pull ever is kind of embarrassing because as powerlifters we like to do our best in meets, but
Yeah.
I pulled 675 in a Power Ranger outfit for Instagram and YouTube.
Why is that embarrassing? That's almost 700 pounds.
Yeah, but my best in competition is only 650.
That's only 25 pounds away. That's really good.
I know, it's okay.
For someone that's barely over 200, that's really good.
It's cool, and it was a stiff bar, you know, like, it's not the biggest deal, but it is a little bit more difficult, and it was in a full meet, which is a little bit more difficult. I'd like to get close to 650 today, but we'll have to see.
Because a lot of my followers, they think I pull a lot, but I don't think I pull very much compared to like people like you and like you.
Yeah.
So for you, how long did it take for you to get to pulling 675?
I've probably been deadlifting consistently like once a week, no weeks off.
Yeah.
Probably for like 8 years.
8 years?
Maybe 6 years, yeah.
So it took you 8 years to get to 675.
Yeah, let alone like before that for another 10 years I was doing chin-ups and like other back work that obviously helped, but yeah, straight deadlifting, probably.
Wow, so it takes a long time to get up there.
Yeah.
I think I've only been deadlifting for maybe like 4 years.
Yeah.
So I got to do a little bit more.
And 4 more.
Yeah. So when you're pulling, like when you're approaching these weights that are like, let's say, through each plate, does your mentality change? Like, is one plate like, okay, this is a fucking joke, but I have to do it anyways just to warm it up? Like, walk me through each plate and how, like, the mentality that you have.
That's a little bit human nature, I think, right? Because you see, like, one plate is 135, and I pulled over 600 a bunch of times, so you see it, and you're like, oh, whatever. Yeah. But, like, that's when you get injured, and that's when you, like, it's a good time to practice. So I like to see any plate, and even though my body's telling me, like, oh, who gives a fuck, just go do it. Yeah. I like to treat it like it's heavy and try to treat it perfectly. Yeah. Although that is difficult. But there is a more seriousness as the plates. We're at, like, 4 plates right now. 4 1/4, 5 plates, whatever. I'll probably put my headphones on and like stop talking to you guys as it gets heavy.
Because 4 plates is kind of like the area where you can't really fuck around. You can really get injured if you mess around.
It's not light, you know. Like, yes, it's fairly easy for me now, but it's not light.
Yeah. And when do you slap the belt on?
Belt for me, depend on day, but today I put it at 4 plates, so I guess that's 60% maybe. Yeah. Something like that, but I think you can't put it on too soon.
I also know you're coming off a back injury. Is it affecting your pull today?
Not yet. It was a little tight this week, but mostly it just affects you mentally again. Like, it's such a mental game because I'm thinking about it. Like, fuck, dude, hopefully my back can keep up, but I think it'll be alright.
So instead of being able to pull with like 100% confidence, you're kind of hesitant a little bit?
You think a little bit. You probably overthink the situation a little bit. Just like anything, like you get in a car crash and then you're like, oh, you're thinking about the red light a little bit more.
Are you gonna change up your game plan because you've injured your back recently?
No, the game plan was always today, just to have fun and get close to anywhere in the mid 600s. What may change my game plan is my stomach's hurting. So hopefully I don't shit.
What happened with your stomach?
I don't know. It's just been hurting for 3 days.
Was it from the barbecue last night?
No, it was hurting the day before that too. Hopefully I don't shit myself. Is there a camera? There's a lot of cameras. Is it the ice cream? I am eating ice cream every day. But I don't think so. I don't like to think
What if you're getting like a menopause?
Oh yeah, probably on my menopause. It's my myriad. I'm on my myriad.
Your myriad?
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh no. Good luck today, Mike.
Thanks, buddy. I'll go do it.
What's your first, second, and what's your first and second attempt, and then what's the range on your third?
Probably go 585, I think, so opener, and then I'd like to get to about 620. Yeah. And then we'll see 630 to 660.
Nice.
We'll see.
Yeah, there's people in there. For sure, weightlifting. Yeah, this is the hidden training room right here. Should I knock and run or what?
Yeah, knock. See if they open this door, this wall. Hey Lou, did you see the kids that were weightlifting?
Yeah, so I was watching the kids weightlift and I was like, God damn, like, I wish that I could have started something like that when I was really young. I mean, I know some of it was like 135-ish, but that's still pretty impressive for a little kid. Like, I can't even really do that.
135 is a lot for a kid.
Yeah, so these kids are literally like maybe right below my large chest right here, maybe a little shorter. But it looks so easy. It doesn't even look like they're struggling.
Yeah.
I saw some older women actually weightlifting as well, and it was really cool to see all ages. It's not even just like you know, young adults or little kids, but older people getting into it. And that's the best thing about these sports. You know, is like I think people have a misconception of like, oh, you could be too young to do it. You know, I think that anybody can do these sports.
You know, honestly, I had a misconception. Like, I came here and I thought everyone's gonna be like 20, 30, 40, like adult.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the kids, like I immediately rushed over there because it was just so inspiring to see like little 5, 10-year-olds, and they got into it early. And then so I was talking to one of the caffeine and kilo guys, and I'm like, damn, like how does because you know in powerlifting everyone is an adult, you know, and I feel like it's a little bit more of a blue-collared sport.
Yeah.
And then so when I was talking to one of the caffeine and kilo guys, I was like, yo, how do these kids start early? And then they're like, well, they have football programs, you know, they do power cleans and stuff.
Yeah.
And then some of these kids, they fall in love with just the Olympic lifting part of it and not even football anymore.
Yeah.
And then so there's these two big organizations here, and what they do is they provide weightlifting camps for kids in high school and junior high.
Oh, what?
And then so these kids, they get into it early, and then when these kids are in the program, they have little brothers and sisters that are like, oh, I want to be cool like my older brother and sister.
Yeah.
So they get into early, and there's this one kid that they're telling me about who like, I think he's in high school, and he can squat 600 high bar for 3 reps already.
What?
And then, but he's really poor.
Yeah.
And these programs, what they do is like, dude, this guy should be a nationally ranked lifter.
Yeah.
So this guy, they paid for his airplane ticket to go compete at nationals.
Yeah.
And he's never even left the city before, so he's on the plane having that experience for the first time, competing at nationals. And I'm like, dude, that is fucking awesome to bring kids who otherwise wouldn't have the ability or like the means to, you know, travel to like such a big event. There's companies out there that are sponsoring these kids so that they can really change their lives, because if you grow up poor but you're a genetic freak, sometimes it's just your finances is going to limit how far you can go. But these programs out there that are able to support these kids, that's what's really inspiring.
Yeah, that is inspiring, especially because it sucks that you know, there's a lot of talent out there. I'm sure not just with weightlifting, even like boxing, for example, you know, or just like a lot of other sports where all these kids are very talented, and it sucks that there's not a lot of resources available for them, or sometimes they are, but the knowledge isn't there. You know, they don't even know how to reach out to them. And you know, we're talking about little kids. You know, these little kids don't really know about how to get this information sometimes, and it really falls upon the parents sometimes. And it's not so much that the kids to blame, you know, but the parents don't even know either, lack of knowledge. I mean, one thing that would be really cool if there's like programs that actually went out to look for these kids, or just like do free like camps or something.
That'd be really cool.
They might discover some really talented kids, you know.
Yeah.
But that's super awesome, especially if it's somebody who comes from a really poor background, and not being able to have the resources before, but to be able to participate now and really showcase like their strength and their hard work, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that could be really good just in general, you know, just for all ages, really young kids. I think that most people are really worried about kids getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know, but
with proper instruction and form, though.
Yeah, with proper instruction and form, I think it would be really, really, really beneficial to these kids, especially from a lower income community.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of like in lower income communities, there obviously is going to tend to be a lot more fast food. There's not going to be really gyms available like weightlifting or whatever. So it sucks, man. It sucks that a lot of these people have to go out of their way, no resources available. But it is very inspiring. It makes you appreciate like what you do have. You know, you always have to realize that You know, sometimes we don't have it that bad. Other people have it a lot harder than us, and I think it's very humbling. It's very inspiring, especially to see somebody at such a young age to be able to overcome a huge obstacle, because it is a huge obstacle.
Yeah.
You know, to not be able to travel and really showcase their strength, and to actually put all their hard work to good use and to be recognized. I think that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
It sucks. It's like, because like these kids are so talented.
Yeah.
So it sucks to like be able to make it to the Olympics, but then what's stopping you is the plane ticket.
Yeah.
You know, or the hotel fees.
Yeah.
But you're ready to compete at the national level, because they're saying that this kid, he's probably gonna be in the next like 2 or 3 Olympics. He's young right now, but he's incredibly strong.
How old is he?
Oh, he said he's in high school.
Really?
And he's squatting 600 for 3. That's ridiculous.
That's like my lifetime goal, to try to hit 600 for 1.
I know.
How
So
much
like,
does he weigh?
I don't even know, but for me, I'm like, man, like once Barbell Brigade gets a little bit bigger, I would love to start a program for kids and help find kids like this and help send them to like national level
Maybe you
events.
can send them to. You can send me to go find them.
That'll be tight. I'll send you,
I'll go
dude.
find those, yeah, because I love that. You know, I feel like if we can reach out to the community, we're gonna make a bigger difference.
Yeah.
Not just in our local community, but across the nation. Maybe we'll be able to kind of bring those really unknown athletes and expose them, and hopefully they can grow, and you know, these kids get inspired to continue to work in whatever conditions they have to, because that's just how it is for them, you know.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we can actually reach out to them and maybe help them out, and we'll have some Barbell Brigade Olympic athletes.
Yeah, I think these kids need it the most. If you grow up in the hood, and like you don't have any resources, you know, like I think the only thing keeping them from joining gangs and drugs and stuff is because they have a passion for something.
Yeah.
So if we can help nurture that, then it prevents them, like, because I feel like for me, I didn't really grow up in the hood, but I was surrounded by a lot of bad people.
Yeah.
And because I didn't latch on to a passion early on, it was easy for me to get into gangs, you know?
Yeah.
And so like for these kids, if these kids have a passion, we can help nurture it, then they could bring it back to their community to be like, yo, this kid, he was just like one of us. And now he's at the Olympics, dude, we could all do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, I kind of grew up in the same, I did grow up in the hood, I did grow up with a lot of like gangs around me. I did have some affiliation with some of these people, but it's not because like, it's not because I wanted to, you know, it was more like of a necessity.
Yeah.
Trying to take care of yourself, you know, like, you know, and sometimes it's not so much that these kids are young, you know, when I was young too, growing up in the hood, like it was really hard for me, you know. I just wanted to look for protection, and I wanted to look for guidance, and I wanted to look for people who were recognizing what I was doing, you know. And I think that if we really contribute to trying to reach out to these young kids, it'll be a positive outlet for them to not only vent, because I think that the gym or any type of training is a good way to vent, and it's just a really positive outlet instead of like tagging and stealing and fighting. Because sometimes these kids don't know how to relay their emotions or their feelings, you know, and I think that putting effort that takes like physical effort and mental focus is gonna be a good way to kind of calm them down and really collect themselves, really inspire other people, because sports is not about how much money you make, you know, it's about your talent. It's about your talent, and if people see that you're very talented, then you can overcome it. But sometimes, like you were saying, you know, the resources are not there. So hopefully we can really help these kids and maybe reach out to them.
Yeah. That's the next mission.
We got it. We're gonna do it for sure.
7:05 on the platform. Mike already hit his goal of 6:61 today. Now he's gonna go for his lifetime PR of 7:05. Let's go, Mike!
Focus up, let's go!
Let's go, Mike!
Just like the last one, let's go! Focus up!
Let's go, Mike! Not way, Mike, let's go!
Let's go, dude! Focus up all the way through, finish out!
Everything you got, Mike!
Push through, Biggs, come on! There we go, come on!
Oh,
Let's go!
shit! Damn!
now go towards his final.
7:05, dude. How does it feel?
I didn't even feel that heavy. Like, I don't want to be an asshole.
7:30. 7:30. Put more weight on there.
Day, maybe 7:15, 7:20.
Fuck. Oh my god, he fucking smashed it, dude. Oh my god. Hey, someone check those weights, dude. Hey. Damn, 7:05.
Hey,
Yeah.
you need to get injured more often.
I know, you came back hella strong, Mike. Oh my god, that was incredible, dude. So fucking inspiring. God.
But I don't care, I want to get on the big rides first, right? So then all of that waiting, you get super tired, so then what I like to move into are all like the theme ones, like
The one with the stories?
The one with the stories, so more of like the younger kid ones, like the Pinocchios and the what is it, Snow White one.
Indiana Jones?
No, not yet, that's the big one.